Sonya Chandler is kind of
I appreciate those that have come out to speak tonight. I think it encourages all of us to consider this very, very, very cautiously and carefully. Just in terms of some of the comments that have been made today, I think that clearly regional services should not be penalized for the work that they're doing regionally, so if we're not supported by exemption, nobody will be, and that's going to be a real burden. I think that probably an inventory of regional services within our boundary would be really, really helpful to us. I think that the gathering of addresses that I was making reference to was simply to give us some general guidance so that we can say 80% of the people being served generally are from the Victoria proper, and 20% are from outlying communities. I'm not so much concerned with exact addresses of exact people, but it's to give us some. If it does come back and it's in fact 25% are people living within Victoria's boundary, and the other 75% are municipal from surrounding municipalities. I think that does give us a little bit more leverage. I would, the question around the thrift-store use makes me quite uncomfortable. I think that the fact that St. Vincent de Paul has been able to achieve this level of sustainability is exceptional, and they've gone far beyond what most nonprofits are able to do, and that's real true community economic development. So I think the fact that we're penalizing it based on square footage use of a building versus their charitable status in a general sense is ludicrous and should, I don't know how we got to that decision in the first place. I clearly wasn't around for the discussions in 2004, so I can't make reference back to when this bylaw was changed. But from my perspective, it's something that should clearly be considered at this point. If we recovered the relatively small amounts of money that Councillor Young made reference to from the nonprofits, I couldn't even imagine how the City of Victoria would be able to provide the level of service that these nonprofits are providing in the community if those funds are redistributed within our budget. There's no way we have the expertise, the ability, even an idea of where to begin providing service to the communities that these nonprofits are servicing. I think that this, my recommendation or request to Mr. Woodland for procedural guidance would be to pull any of the addresses that would have any really impacted around the grandfathering or the first-order issues, that it be sent back to committee to hold a further discussion, and that we move forward on creating a task force so that this can be dealt with. I do think that it's going to be something where we're going to have to reach out to our neighboring municipalities, and I understand that that's been done in the past. However, I think the media is here tonight, and I would encourage this to become more of just a little bit of an issue. This is a really major issue on this tip of the island, and as some of the executive directors and board members have said tonight, they haven't joined the argument in the past, and now it could be a joint approach to our neighboring municipalities. We may have some leverage now that we've not had in the past. And this could really change the face of service delivery within the downtown core, and I think that's something all of us have been looking at and trying to problem solve around. So I look at this now as an opportunity to have that discussion, and I appreciate the time that people are willing to put in, and I think that we need to take off on that opportunity.